This video is going to be about the holiday ops for 2020, 2019, or whatever they call it. So you can see that I completed submissions. I won some boxes. I'm going to show you what happens and what you do with the boxes. So you come over here, you open the box. There's going to be 8 of them. And obviously there's an animation. These are ornaments. That's a fire extinguisher. These are also ornaments, fire extinguisher. I don't know if this must be without the animation. So these are mostly ornaments. Directives are always good. However, I really don't care for the toolbox. I think that the toolbox is good for certain things. I'm going to do a video about repairs. Okay, so it's been mostly ornaments. I have seen a player with a double-barreled gun. Okay, so you open your boxes, you're going to go back to your garage, and then you got to find the tree. And you want to do this as quickly as possible to take advantage of the bonuses so that your next game will have a bonus. And you see how it's got the little exclamation mark? That means that there's an action that can be taken. You want the highest number. This is a 1, you got a 3 and a 3. So we've already got the highest number. This is already at the highest, which is 1. This one I can put in a 3, so I'm going to put a 3 in. This one has a 2. It looks like I had the same one twice. See how it's got the little 2 over here? Actually, I don't know what that means. Okay, so this one we're going to add the 2. And then you see there's a little red dot. That means that we can pick some for over here. We'll pick this one. Oh, a 5. That's really good. And this one, there's nothing to pick. So that means I made it to the next level. You want to advance as quickly as possible. You'll notice that I won 60 fragments, 20 universal, personal reserve, and this we'll get to later. You want to save that for the end. But the reason why is you're going to get a bonus. See over here, it says at the bottom, it says 0%, 0% bonus to credits. You get bonuses for EXP, credits, etc. So we're going to click on this one. We're going to put in a 4. You want to put the highest number possible. This one is a 4. And we'll put in a 1. I don't have these yet. And I have to reach level 4 before I can do that. So I've already done the highest level. We're going to go to the album. You click on an album and it's going to show you the ones that I just won. And these are the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s. You don't have to do this. It's just displaying. If you win everything, you win everything. See how it says 29 out of 380? It doesn't increase. It's not increasing. I'm already at 29. It still says 29. So this is just for show. But you see how it says 8 out of 95? You want to get all the way up. Unfortunately, you have to get to level 10 for the festive atmosphere before you can open the old books. I already finished, see it says 251 of 251. I already finished the book for 2018. For 2019, I did not. I will probably finish it this year. And I'm sure that I'll finish it this year because, you know, I play often enough. So these are the albums. What you get are, you get certain prizes, for example, camo, the Christmas camo. So this is a camp. We already did that. This is for shards. These are available shards. These are all the ornaments that we're not going to use. So we'll pick this. It says select all decorations. We're not going to use any of these. So we're going to click this and we're going to break them all. and then we go to the decorator, and it said that I earned 400. He says available shards 400. So what I can do is I can pick a collection and generate something, and this is the cost 100. If you pick the one you want, you have to pay a higher cost. If it's random, you pay a lower cost. You want to save your shards for level 5. You see, you got to pay more, 720. The best option is to save all this till the end. Don't do it now. Well, I guess if you do it now, you can get bonuses for your festive atmosphere. But if you do it at the end, you'll be the most efficient in terms of completing your album. So we're going to do one. We're going to do a random one just to show you what happens. I don't have enough to do the large decoration. And the anti-duplicator means that you won't generate something that you've already got. So we're going to do a 100. It generates a random. This is the Chinese 2. So you would go to your camp, and you know what? I don't know which one it was, but it's something that we can't use. Let's look real quick, see if we can find it. It's under none of those. It's under none of those. There it is, right there. But we already have a 3, and what we won was a 2. So this was a waste. This is a shard. I spent 400, and I get a shard that's worth 20. That's why you don't want to use it now. You want to save it for the end and use the anti-duplicator. Well, you know what? I spent 100, and what I earned is worth 20, so I only lost 80. I'll do another video that shows at the end. You can see that it went up to 30. So what happened was I actually got level 2. I won this down here. So it completes the album, and it does help me fill out my album, which means earning the camouflage. And you see how it's got the little fire extinguisher? I think that means that has something to do with the prize. But I really don't remember. Over here we've got rewards. You want to move up these levels so that you can get to the rewards. You want to get these slots. This one has a 50% combat experience, 200 free experience, and 100 crew experience. So I'm going to have it after a few more games. I'm going to have this one. And then I'm going to be able to play bonuses on those vehicles. I'm sorry, it's a little bit slow. So you can see that I can win for 2020. I can win these sets of camo. For 2019, I didn't get it all the way, but if I win the decorations, once I finish 2020, I'll be able to work on 2019. And you can see for 2018, I've already won these. You can use this on a Chinese tank. You use this on maybe a German tank. Maybe this one's on the German tank. I don't remember. This is probably on a Russian tank. This is on my T100 LT. This is probably the one that's on my Jagdtiger. This is on my Emil. And then we've got some information about the event. Okay, so my clock is running. You know what? I'm going to get into a game. I'm working on mastery badges, so I'm going to play with this TS5. I'm looking for the stream right now. It's going to take me a little bit of time to find where it is. Unfortunately, okay, I see it now. I just want to change the title and make it say Holiday Ops. I'll be doing more videos about the holiday ops. Over the course of the next 24 hours. Okay, so I am working on the Chimera and getting this for completion with honors. I need to be taught by experience and survive. I guess I'm going to play over here on this side. I've been removing my premium rounds. I forgot to do it with this vehicle. The game's a lot different now. I used to head out that way, but because we have so many fast, aggressive light tanks, now I'm going to play taking a safer route. If you look in my videos around April 2018, I have a video that's about 2 hours long where I do scouting on every map. There's no commentary, but it shows me rushing every map to see what would happen. And now, obviously, everybody is doing it on many of the maps, not on every map. But you can see me doing it on maps like Abbey, on Himmelsdorf. You know, I tried all sorts of different maps. Let's see if we can hit these guys over here. Looks like we can. Gonna do the HE rounds. He needs an HE round is what he needs. I plan to do a video about HE rounds. So I did some testing in the training room. I did not record it. But basically what I did was I proved that you can hit tanks that are behind buildings by splashing HE rounds on them. So if a tank is in one of those buildings and he's shooting through a window, you can splash an HE round off the side of the building and damage him. Oh, that would be so nice if I could hit that. Okay, there's a Scorpion back there. He's dead. I was going to do some blind firing at the Scorpion. If you've been watching my channel, you'll notice that I'm doing a series on blind firing. This is a type of tank that needs clutch braking. Obviously, that was a lousy shot. Scores 3-3. The light tank left the area. Scores 4-3. We control the west side. The SPG shouldn't stay here. He should move down this way. If these guys win over here, they're going to come looking for him. He's actually fast, but it's a good practice to make your way down here. I might have to retreat back to base, so I'm going to stay here in the middle. I'm not going to rush down there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to stay over here. Scores 5-6. We really got to get rid of that object 530. He's out of the game. Nice. Did 380 damage on the LHMTV. They do have the two enemy tanks with double-barreled guns. I really don't know a lot about them. Don't know how much penetration they do. I do want to get the tank. Unfortunately, I'm not really spending a lot of money on the game right now, so I will play the ones that are in the normal tech tree, and I probably will not have the premium tank unless I get lucky. There's always a chance I could win something. I have so many premium vehicles that it's rare that I'm going to win something. You know, I already have almost all of them. The only ones that I really make an effort to buy are the light tanks. I really want to engage these guys in battle. It looks like they're not advancing. What they're doing is actually very smart. Got a little bit of latency. You know, people tend to advance out in the open when they should be advancing through the buildings. What they're doing is the right thing. So the enemy SPG is in the town. You'll notice that he did reposition while ours did not. Ours, you know, if they had a fast tank, they would go over there and find him. It's bad play style for him to sit there. He should have been all the way down here. He would have hit this guy. Or even over here, he should have been shooting through the town. What I would have done is I would have come here and I would have fired at the tanks that were in the town. So obviously I took a wild shot. I knew that it was not going to hit him. So it does impact your stats when you fire random shots. And there is a medal that I believe you get if you do 10 penetrations in a row. And if you fire a shot and miss, obviously you're not going to get that medal. Okay, so I received some boxes. Looks like one box. We're going to go through it real quick. So because I won ornaments, this is a premium tank, so you're not going to use this. I believe this has absolutely no effect on a premium tank or an elite tank. Look at all those missions. See how it says 35? I believe it's counting down how many missions there are. So we're going to go over here because, like I said, you want to advance so you can get those bonuses as quickly as possible. We got this little thing over here. We're going to add that. And then we've got one over here that's a 4, which is really good. See, the guys are going to come out here and do some work. They're very happy. If you click this, it's going to be to purchase, I believe. Yeah, to do a purchase, which I wouldn't do. You pay like $3 for, I don't know, a couple of boxes. I don't remember how many. Last year I did buy just to see what would happen if I bought a box. I spent like $6 on a box. So you can get, for example, a certain, this one is a Chinese one, the Asian one. So if you need Asian ornaments, this, I believe, is only going to contain Asian ornaments. Okay, so obviously this was at like 30 before and it became updated. We're going to go back to the garage. I really don't like playing this tank. I'm not saying it's a bad tank. This is a great tank. I'm going to bring this down to 0. I'm going to bring more of these. This is a great tank. It's obviously slow. You'll notice that I do have the clutch braking. This would be good with combat course. However, I only use this with ranked battles, and I would say vents would be good on this tank. I don't think this really needs vents because the aim is pretty good. Um, maybe if you get hit by artillery a lot, you might want the Spall liner. And I would say coated optics, no, Binox would be really good because it's a stationary vehicle. So I've got the 3rd mastery badge. I haven't played a lot of games in this tank. Maybe I've only played 5 or 10, I really don't know. So I want to get mastery badges on all of my tanks, obviously. And I'm working on the tanks that have 2 or less. While I'm waiting, I am doing some work. Okay, so obviously I'm top tier. So the Scorpion is a potential threat. That key's not supposed to do that. Is that? Could have sworn. The Scorpion's probably the only real threat on the enemy team. So I could really push forward if I wanted to. I could probably just keep advancing at the enemy. How are they going to penetrate me? Maybe the Oni could damage me. Want to help out my ally, keep my ally alive. Okay, we took care of him. Okay, so my team needs help advancing through the town. I'm going to work on that. We're going to try and clear out the town. You could sit right over here and go for the tanks that cross over where the LPC is. You can see there's a T-50-2 out there. But most of the tanks have already crossed over, so we're going to go this way. I don't know if I can knock that building down, so we're going to find out. Yes, we can. So because I can knock it down, I'm going to stay over here. One more shot. Oh, I can knock that down too. What you gonna do, buddy? I don't know what's going to happen here. We're going to find out. So he only did 121 damage. I'm okay with that. I'm angling, pointing one corner towards one enemy. I would rush either of those tanks, but they're kind of protecting each other. That might have been a mistake. Gotta move fast. You notice I did not use the sniper mode. I just aimed and fired. And I do worry about the Jagdpanzer. So I'm going to rush this T-29 and cross my fingers and hope for the best. I'm not going to use a sniper mode. Well, maybe I will. It spins pretty fast. It's actually pretty good. So I did 1,600 damage. It's sad that my team was not able to do any damage on the King Tiger or the IS-3A. Okay. I really want to wait until I get Binox. I'm going to pull it from another tank, obviously. Okay, we'll go for this. No, we won't. I'm looking for low mastery badge numbers. T-57 heavy crew. I'm gonna, you know what? This one I might keep the APCR. Actually, you know what? 198 is not so bad. You know what? 198 is definitely below average. 220 is average. So this is a below average, but I think I could deal with 198 for this tier. I want to make it clear that my game performance suffers dramatically when I do commentary while I'm playing. It's something that I'm aware of. Okay, so we are topped here. We got crazy good armor. I don't know what the 7032 is in terms of penetration, or the E75 or the Renegade. Rheinmetall, I don't think he has a high penetration gun. T-29 I don't think does. T-28 possibly does. So I'm a little bit concerned about things like that. But we are defending. So I'm gonna, this guy's doing this on purpose. AC4. People do that. They see my name and they harass me. There was a game where a guy rammed me 3 times. It was on Frontline. He rammed me 3 times, like a couple minutes apart each time, at high speed. Okay, so I want the enemy to spot me. As long as I can block damage, that's what I'm going to do. I want them firing at me, not at my allies. Got a lot of rounds, so I'm going to do a lot of random firing. That's 100 rounds this has. Wasn't spotted, so there's probably no one there. I'm going to point one corner towards one tank, one towards the other, obviously. I want to hit the tank that's closer to my allies. I think he's the biggest threat. So the enemy artillery is over here. I'm going to do SPG K3. Okay, I don't want to keep getting hit by that SPG, so. Ah, come on. I don't think I got to worry about this Cromwell. We're going to go in town and we're going to play with the big boys over here. We're going to find out what this Renegade's all about. That's not good. You notice I angled my tank at the last second. I don't know why I have HE rounds. I must have hit the wrong button. I bounced him again. So I accidentally had the wrong rounds loaded. Quick game, 900 damage, 725 blocked, 864. I'd rather that I cross and spot than my allies. Let the enemy shoot at me. Obviously, that was just a wild shot. I could angle if I wanted to. I mean, when this situation, what you do is you just point your rear corner towards the enemy. You notice I'm rotating my tank. Yes, so, you point the corner of your tank towards the enemy, and that'll give you, it's not a perfect angle, but it's a decent angle. If you got to think real fast, just point the corner, front corner, back corner, whatever you got to do. I didn't check to see if he switched rounds. It's possible he switched rounds. Okay, so we're going to open up some boxes. I received 60 tokens. I got the Mastery Badge Class 2. Fours are always good. Fours and fives. I don't know what this is. Maybe that's a large decoration. This is always good. I'll use that in ranked battles. I don't really use them in frontline unless it is for a light tank. This is not going to work because it is a premium vehicle. Steel wall is blocked by armor. I got a bond. I remember when it was down to like 2,000. I've really been earning a lot. You can see that there's a lot of missions. I've been working on a lot of missions here. And I did pretty good for EXP. Okay, so I'm going to go here because like I said, you want to do this immediately. You want to keep on leveling these up. Even if you go from a 1 to a 2. Don't worry about the shards. Okay, we've got a large decoration. Okay, so I made it up to 4, which means I'm going to earn more bonuses for every game. Obviously, I got these fragments. I'm very happy about that. And I got this character. We can level that up. That one I cannot. New Snow Maiden. I really don't understand the Snow Maidens. Select the first one. I like this one. I'm selecting that one. Okay, so you get a 5 times XP mission and a random decoration. Okay. New present available. I guess you click over here. Random decoration and a 5 times EXP. So I got this second battle of the day in any vehicle. Doesn't say second victory, but I'm sure that's what it means. So we'll go to the Christmas tree. You know what? I missed it. I could have sworn it said new decoration. And here are the Snow Maidens. You've already received it. Okay, so we're going to close this. I almost always play just for doubles. So I'm going to use that on one of my tier 9 tanks. He's at level 2. He's at 3. Don't want to do that. He's at 2. He's at 2. He's at 3. Let's play this one. I'm going to go to my desktop and do some work. So because I'm working, I don't know what map I'm going to play. And I will have to make a quick decision when the game starts. Like I'll spend a second deciding what I'm going to do. And it's very important. You know, I decide right away what I'm going to do. It's rare that I change my mind. Be confident with your skills. There's players that I've watched, other streamers, and I see them taking too long to make a decision. They'll be in the middle of the game and they'll start driving in one direction, and then, you know, after 20 seconds, they'll say, you know what, I'm going to drive in the other direction. And they're indecisive sometimes, and it really can hurt to be indecisive. Okay, I don't have strong armor, and I really don't have a lot of experience. That's what it looks like over here. I had no idea it looked like that over here. Wow. I seem to recall there's like a boat over here, or there used to be a boat. So because of my latency, which you can see it's 300 milliseconds, it's very difficult for me to play hull down against other players in close combat. Really difficult. They have a huge advantage. Even if it's clear that I think I beat somebody, they always win. So it's not right, it's not fair, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do some long distance sniping. He didn't spot me. So we're going to see if we can hit this IKV. You used to be able to shoot them from here, but now it's really difficult. They made it so that it's difficult. So we're going to move to a position where we can hit them. Okay, see how it's jumping around? That's my latency. Ah, it's too bad. They hit me with one shot, and that's it. I didn't aim all the way. I think that this tank needs a gun laying drive, and I probably don't have one, and I'm not going to spend the money on it. I'm waiting for a discount. Oh, he does have it. He probably needs the directives. I bought 100 of the directives. It's called Steady Hand or something like that. Okay, so this Emil, I haven't really played it very much. That's all part of owning 172 tanks. You can see I've got plus 4.1%. Let's see if I don't have a vacant slot yet. Okay, I'm going to go to my desktop and do a little bit of work. Great job I have. Okay, it says that the game's about to start. Okay, so this is an assault. You know, I have no idea what to do. I am top tier. My spotting range is not that great, so I'm not really going to be able to spot. I'm only going to be able to go so far. You know what? This is good hull down, so I'm going to go this way. That was lousy. I really screwed that up. You can see I got some latency, which causes him to jump around. Obviously, that was, a lousy shot also. I thought that AMD was drowning. So I believe he's got a good gun, so I really do want to watch out. I thought I saw penetration on his roof. You see how close you got to hit that? I mean, come on, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just asking me to shoot at you. You do have to be careful here because you can get shot from people way off in the distance. I'm marking where the SPG is. I've shot people through the windows. I made a video where I was shooting people through the windows, and I believe they may have blocked the windows so you can't do it anymore. But I'm not sure. There's a lot of latency. I'm really worried about the latency. It severely reduces my performance. See what's going on with that? I got to use the auto aim on this. Okay, so I will park over here. My team is having trouble advancing. I really want to do something. Even if I get spotted and the enemy comes looking for me and I kind of stay out in the open and they like what happened with the T-34. The enemy, they turned their gun away from my allies. Maybe being up here isn't such a good idea. He's coming out to shoot at me, and he's making himself vulnerable. I'm going to mark where the SPG is, and I'm going to blind fire, obviously. Well, that's too bad. So I guess I didn't use a repair kit, or maybe I didn't have one. That was poor games. I should not have gone beyond the rocks. It's not what I wanted to do. Like I said, when I chat while I'm playing, my game performance goes down dramatically. I make a lot of stupid mistakes. Still got 4 minutes left. Let's get into another. You see, I've only got 21 missions left. It says 25 at the top, 21 at the bottom. Got to check my email. Okay, the game is going to start. Let's see what we got here. Minsk. Okay, so I'm going to go to. There's actually a new sniping position that I found. I don't know where it is, but it's really close to here. Maybe it's right here. You see how like you can shoot at those tanks over there? I mean, it's so difficult to hit tanks in that little doorway. You just got to park right here. And they're not going to spot me. So we're going to sit here. We're going to see what happens. If you want, you can advance and be hull down. Let's check out the hull down position. And you can watch this little entranceway over here. I'm going to have to fire HE rounds. Reload a regular round. I take those lucky shots. Wow, I can't believe I missed them. I'd rather kill him, even if and waste a round. Okay, he's out of the game. I killed him. Huh. Okay, so let's see if we can work on these guys over here. Seven to 4. Now remember, 7 to 4, 3 of the enemy tanks are SPGs, so it's kind of like 11 to 4. You know, you got 4 enemy tanks remaining. The SPGs will be easy to deal with. I don't have great spotting range, but we're going to see if we can peek out and spot something. I use the auto aim in a situation like this. I've got so many problems with latency. It's best to just use the auto aim. Okay, I was spotted here. So I'm alerting my allies. I can't believe I missed that. K5 LEF. Okay, I'm going to move into another game. One thing that you can do differently is when I went out to spot, I could have waited until my allies had advanced further on the west side so that I would have had sniper support. But I didn't do that because I really didn't think it was going to be necessary. But that would be the proper way to play. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to do available for creating a fragment. I use this as soon as possible because otherwise you might be playing games that are unnecessary. I hate playing heavy tanks. You know what? I hate this type of medium tank. So I'm going to go for this. There it is. And then I'm going to repeat the process. We go to the depot. We go to here. We go to here. And this is a possibility, the 60 TP. These two I'll play through. This one I'll probably play through. And then we've got some lower tier tanks. That one I'll play through. This, I believe, is the E75. And I might be able to level this up right now. And this is one I'll consider leveling up. So we're going to look at my E75. We're going to go to Germany. E100, oh yeah, definitely. So we're going to go here, looking for that E100. We're going to create maximum. Depot, here. Okay, so obviously there is Czechoslovakia. There's plenty of fragments. And Poland. So I got to use these. You know what? I don't like playing the Skoda. I'm going to check the Skoda to see if it's an autoloader. Come over here, here. Okay, there is an autoloader. I thought that there was because somebody was hitting me quickly. So I'm going to pass on the Skoda. And that leaves Polish and American tanks. So look for this one. You know what? I could do it. You can see it's not the first time I had the idea. Wow, look at that. Did 2. Okay, so nothing right now. He's still at level 3. He's easy to one-shot, so maybe the Spall liner isn't such a bad idea, but I think the gun rammer might be the right thing to do. I ran out of my thingy over here. I did not win any new whatevers. I'm going to play another hour. Go over here. I always do crew. I'm not going to be doing the EXP. I'm going to be doing crew and this and this. I save the 300s for special occasions. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Wow, that's a fast reload, 2.6. See, I don't play the same tank over and over and over again. I only play like a couple games per day. The only reason why, oh, you know what? This might be getting a 5 times bonus. This was a mistake. I forgot to check about the 5 times bonus. I meant to play it with a tank that I'm leveling up. Well, there's really nothing I can do about it. So I don't play the same tanks over and over again. I play usually once per day just to get the triple bonus or whatever. And so I didn't realize it reloads so fast. I thought it had a long reload for some reason. One of the things I'm doing lately is I'm trying to snipe. Normally I go over there to snipe the tanks as they cross over, but lately I've been doing it from this position. Britannia Panthers, that is? I thought he was going to have his way with me, but he didn't. I'm low on hit points, which means I have to take up a more defense. I was going to retreat and go back and snipe, but, out of the game. Okay, so this tank needs clutch braking and smooth ride. It doesn't turn very quickly, or I don't know if the fuel consumable matters. Let's see what it says here. Okay, the Progetto. I haven't played this in a random battle in such a long time. So I have to decide how I'm going to equip this. It's an auto loader, so you want the enhanced gun laying drive. I'm going to put the vents. I guess it catches on fire, which is why I have that. I don't need any of this extra crap. The penetration of the rounds is low. 212, 220 is kind of average. I'm going to bring this down. I don't think I need anything more. And I'm going to bring this up to 10 and bring this up. Okay, so let's get into a game. I'm going to go to my desktop, do some work. I do build websites. For example, cheapbooks.com, and right now what I do is I do book author interviews, and it's mostly author interviews, and there's a lot of commentary, like people read books and they talk about which ones that they like, and it's actually really good. I'm impressed by the quality of the content. Like for example, there's a lot of political books. There's a lot of romance novels. A lot of discussion of Harry Potter, and there's a lot of religious books. There's a lot of what do you call it? Like personal development type thing. Okay, so I'm top tier. This is 411 matchmaking. I'm gonna hide in the bushes, and we're gonna see if we can get away with it. You can't always get away with it. I've only played here a few times in the past month. I mean, obviously many years ago I may have, but lately I've only played a few times, and just to be safe, I'm going to play a little bit conservatively. And then, if you know the way I play, you know that I'm going to play conservatively for like 10 seconds. Side. I think I spelled low wrong. So we got some issues with the latency. It aims actually very well. So the gun laying drive is going to turn this into a really good sniper. I'm the type of guy, I don't maximize a DPM. I fire immediately because you don't know if the guy's going to leave. So just fire the gun. Look how far back he is. And he could blind fire. If this were a ranked battle, he'd be blind firing this location. He'd be doing what I do. I wasn't spotted, but how did that guy know I was here? I mean, I wasn't spotted. These guys are firing at me. I mean, did the Sixth Sense go off? I don't recall the Sixth Sense going off. Oh, there it is. I think that the Sixth Sense goes off, and I just don't see it because of my packet loss. Like that's an example where if I go back in the replay, it might say that the Sixth Sense went off, but I could have sworn that it just didn't. I'm going to mark it to see what happened. So I need a second to go mark the replay. I'm going to review it, and I'm going to review this video to see if the Sixth Sense went off in the video, and maybe I'm just imagining things. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I just need a moment. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I've learned from playing this position a couple times. You want to fire and then move somewhere else when you think the enemy might start returning fire. So I didn't do it in this. I was actually thinking about it, but I kept getting tracked. And so you fire, you kind of get an idea of where the enemy is going to shoot back at you, and then just relocate to a different position, at least while you're reloading. It's just, like I said, I don't play this type of position very often, so I'm not used to doing it. But you will see me doing it in my games. So I'm looking at my book website right now. Today it has a Nobel Prize winner, Kenzaburo. I can't pronounce his last name. It's O-E. And then there's someone about buying a book as a gift. There's a couple author interviews. There's something for the TV show The Witcher. I really don't know what it is. A Book of Memories. I guess that's a book. Barbara Bush, but it's not Barbara Bush, H.W.'s wife. It's someone else. I don't know who it is. I have a space website. It's called space.cheapbooks.com, and it's really cool. I love looking at it. It shows all the rocket launches. Well, I have some military, like Army, Navy type websites. And you can see anything news related that has to do with the Army or the military. So before I used to go very far, but it's dangerous to go close. So I really gave up on it after years of trying to get as close as I could. I've really given up on it. And now I kind of if I go close, I just go quickly and then back off. Let's see if we can do something. I'm going to track him if I can. You get if you track somebody and you're the first one to track him, you get some sort of a EXP bonus, is my understanding. So that's why it's something that I'm testing, and it's a good habit anyway to track enemy tanks, especially if you're a light tank player. Oh, look at this. I'm going to point my gun in between all these tanks, like in that direction. That'll give me the best angle. So whoever fires at me, I'm going to get the best angle in general from pointing in between them. I don't wait until I'm reloaded. I'm going to start advancing so that I get there around the time that I'm reloaded. So when I pop over, I'm already reloaded. That was so loud. He hit me for 755. Can't wait to see all the comments. You don't have good situational awareness. Oh, I wasn't spotted. Ah! You see the lag and the latency, how my tank's not moving or it's jumping around? It's very dangerous because I can get stuck out in the open, or my vehicle, like I'm hitting reverse forward and it's still going reverse, and it's still going forward a little bit. Okay, so it looks like that latency is a little bit better now, but it was really bad for a short period of time, and it's, that's how you die. Or at least that's how I die. Okay. We'll play the Progetto again. I absolutely loved this tank when it first came out. I was doing something. Oh, I'm going to look up my space website. See what's up today. There's something about could the universe be infinite? Black holes and the birth of the universe is one of the stories. Something about space exploration. There's a story about SpaceX. It says NASA Boeing approved launch intended to return astronauts to space. NASA asteroid sample site location. There's a couple stories about that. How do you stay sane in space? New recruits, Earth views from the space station, blowing a hole in a rocket fuel tank. So whenever someone offers a platoon, I always accept because a lot of people have helped me. He wants me to follow him. A lot of people have helped me by platooning, so I always help other people. And okay, there's a little bit of latency. I'm gonna help keep him alive. The aim is really good on this tank. Let's see if we can do some blind firing. I guess not. Where do you think he is? Yeah, it looks like it hit something. If anybody wants to platoon with me, send a platoon request. I'll platoon with you. Nice, lucky hit. So there might be some tanks out there. I only have to go far enough. I'm talking about these guys down here. I'm going to see if I can spot them. I'm going to hit the SOS so people know that I got spotted over here. One already in the game. I'm going to do some maneuvers right up the rock. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to go where there's more bushes. Stay with the rocks. Okay, so my vehicle is not. It went up to 999 milliseconds. So yeah, it's okay. Come on. Stop driving. Okay, so I wasn't able to figure out where that shot came from because my vehicle. Okay, I'm not in the game right now. I have to wait. It's 8999 again. So I have to sit here and wait. It'll pass. I'm gonna have to check to see if there's something going on. That's why I got to use the auto aim. I got to check my computer to see if there's something going on that's impacting the performance. Like there could be a web browser that's open. Man, this is so bad. The vehicle is not driving properly. So there's a T100 LT out there. If you see it jumping around, it's not a streaming issue. It is latency on my end. It's exactly what I see when I'm playing the game. You see how late that shot went out? The vehicle's not driving properly. But, I'm still going to play. I want to participate in the holiday ops. Oh, you know what? It's typhoon season, and when it rains, the internet stops working. So I really want to rush to this location. It's very dangerous with a slower tank and with all the issues. Missed my shot on him. Okay, this bad boy over there. Gonna angle a little bit. So both of those blind shots missed, unfortunately. Let me just read real quick what it said. We'll try this tank again. I'm going to remove the APCR rounds. It's not. Oh, okay. So I've already forgotten about this tank. I know that the clutch braking is an issue and it reloads quickly, but I don't remember the issue with the aim, if it aims quickly. No, this one aims slowly. So obviously it's you want whatever you can get, like a gun laying drive. There is a directive for it, but you have to pay for it with bonds, and I'm not going to use it in a random battle, so I might have to live with it. I do have a World of Tanks blog, and it's not like some of the other blogs out there. It's mostly video. Um, but I think for World of Warplanes, I think the World of Warplanes blog is pretty good because it's difficult to find good videos for World of Warplanes. There's not a lot of people playing it. It's a WordPress blog. Oh, the game's starting. Okay, what do we got here? Steps. So in the beginning, I'm going to help out the light tanks. I'm going to help them kill uh, any enemy scouts. Could just do blind firing over here. I'm just going to keep firing until he's dead. I think he's still there, so I'm going to keep firing. Could have sworn it said there was a Wolverine there. I must be blind. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like we could use some help over here on the east. There's no Wolverine on the enemy team. Why was I thinking that there was a Wolverine? Most people are afraid to advance. Somebody's got to do it. So I do it. And I understand that I'm going to die and take damage. But if the team's not going to do it, I'll give it the shot. It's risk I'm willing to take. Looks like we lost our guy that was right there. Okay, so the enemy's got to be... I'm going to tell my allies to regroup. So the Lux is a tank that's obviously popular, and I have been playing it today to get mastery badges. I really didn't enjoy playing it. It's difficult to drive. I remember the Panzer 1C or something like that, Panzer 2C. One of those things I really loved playing, and I see a lot of people playing it. I got to act real fast and try to nail these guys. These guys got a spot, and they got to spot fast. I'm going to run out of regular rounds. I've only got 4 left. I thought I saw him. Switching to HE. Back to regular rounds. $12-11. Just for the sake of these guys really need me, I'm going to stay back here. He's got a fast vehicle. He could do something useful. So they got the Lux, the KV-1, and the SU. I really don't know the SU. The Lux is fast. The KV-1 is probably slow. Ideally, they should all wait for us. Let's see how they do. I mean, I can tell them all I want. Doesn't make them wait. Because, you know, everybody wants to get the kill. I think we should go for the Lux. I mean, he's obviously fast, but he'll come out of position. Oh, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to fire HE. Really need to get on his side. I don't think he spotted me. Oh, I was worried about that. He could have nailed me. Got 4 kills. It says 1,095 damage. Let's see what the after game says. 1,095. So it looks like I did get some damage. Maybe it was on the Valentine. No, just tracked him. So I did some damage with the blind firing. I just don't know which tank it was. Okay, we'll open up some boxes. Okay. I want to look at this real quick. You don't want to use this for a premium vehicle. It looks like it used the 5 times bonus. Okay, so you want to use the you want to increase your festive atmosphere as quickly as possible. Even though I'm using up the personal reserve, so that looks good. This one we're going to kick it up to 2. This one stays at 1. This one goes to 3. This one goes to 3. And this one goes to 2. Did I miss something? No. Okay. Close over here. So I didn't go up another level, but I want to in order to get the slots. Okay, so this has a 3. We might play that. I guess I'm playing this. Haven't played it very much. Okay, let's get into a game. I was thinking about changing the rounds. And I am going to do a little bit of work while we're waiting to get into a game. It's almost midnight, 11:46 p.m. So I am playing from the Philippines. Okay, it looks like a game starting. Okay, this is the MO. This would be great for this location. But the problem is I'm not going to be loaded. So this is double-barreled gun. I guess it's a premium vehicle. I can't spot all the way, unfortunately. Ah, missed. So this guy who has the 703 on our team, I guess he said he won it. I don't know how it works, if it's only in a large box. I really don't know. I don't have any large boxes yet. So I didn't fully aim. However, I did do 382 damage on that guy. It looks like the enemy is advancing, and obviously I'm an autoloader. It is an issue I got to deal with. There's ways to fix it. Aw, it's too bad. I should have hit him more towards the front. That was a mistake I made. You want to hit at the plate where it's closest to you. You get the best angle. If I hit him towards the back, more likely to ricochet. If I hit him near the front, more likely to penetrate. Oh, it's too bad I missed that. Too bad I missed my chance to bounce off his rear. Gonna back out of here as quickly as possible. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna assault him from around this way. Ah, can't see what's going on, unfortunately. Okay, so here I can see. I've got more hit points, so I really want to go in. Wasted shot. Gonna wait. Well, you know what? I'm gonna reload. I don't think I can push these guys. So I'm going to use them. Let's see if I can spot. Yep, there it is. So it looks like it may have worked. As long as he's pulling his gun away from me. There, it looks like he's pointing towards my ally. We're going to win this game. You know, eventually my team is going to go around and kill the guy. So it's just a matter of time. Very slow. Oh, I don't think he spotted me. Thank you. STRV is a dangerous tank. We really should not go in one at a time. But he's out of the game. 1788 damage. 2 kills. You know what? This is not my normal gameplay. I'm playing very conservatively because I'm trying to to get the mastery badge. You know, normally I play very aggressively. So I got a mastery badge. You don't want to use this because it's a... Is this a premium tank? Yeah, this is a premium tank. So I did get the mastery badge, and but 3 is not good enough. I want better than 3. So we're going to play another game. I wonder if there's anything here that's useful. Nothing that I want to use. I want to save all these. Because he's got the 3 mastery badge, I'm going to keep on playing him. Okay, the game's about to begin. This is Siegfried Line. I guess I'm going to... I think a flexible position is to kind of come up over here. I mean, you could do whatever you want, obviously. I'm going to go for a reload. Because there's artillery, I'm going to use the auto reverse. When the artillery, you know, the artillery's out here, you don't want to move that way. You want to move sideways because he has to pan his gun over, and it's harder for him to aim at you if he's got to pan his gun. So I got 67 rounds, so I don't mind firing a lot of rounds. I needed to knock the vehicle over, otherwise it's just going to be in the way. Obviously, knocking the tree down is going to allow me to spot if I want to. As you can see, I spotted that vehicle. Okay, it looks like I can hit that tank. Come on. Come on. I'm going to reload. So now, if it's a competitive game, you fire one shot and you run. But because it's a random battle, I fired twice. You see how this guy says TD out of position and he's clicking on these? That's actually not true. They can hit these guys from where they are. He just doesn't know it. They're not out of position. We've got 7 minutes left. I push the enemy. You know, if my team's not advancing, I'm going to push through. Cross my fingers. So I'm obviously spotted. Yeah, this is not working out too well, is it? My team, I could have sworn I had allies there. It looks like they left. Obviously, this is a risky move, and that's the reason why. You see that delay? Okay. 5.5 minutes left, and they've only got 3 kills. You know, the team is not going to win that game. They're not going to get 12 kills in 5.5 minutes. Okay, so I guess next time I should try a different strategy. I guess what I could have done was go all the way to the north on the red line and try to clear out the tanks that were there, like that Indian Panzer. But you can see I had allies there, and obviously whatever they were doing was not effective. Wow, 8 of those 703s in this game. Okay, game starting. I'm going to go to the sniping position. I would love to play this at the sniping position. You notice I was faster than him. So there's a couple different ones. You can go next to the blue house. Oh, come on, come on. Well, that sucks. Somebody hit me. I got hit by an STRV. Got hit by STRV twice. The other position I like to play is right over there. I don't think we're going to get any sniping done from here with that STRV. Yep. So that was a mistake. Yeah, whatever. That wasn't going to work. That usually doesn't happen. Usually I have no problem sniping from there. Okay, so we're going to play the TS5. This would be nice. Sometimes I do a lot of damage from that sniping position at the start of the game. And you have to self-spot because your allies won't spot for you. And it's really sad because if everybody went there at the start of the game, you could literally kill off all the enemy heavy tanks. So I'm going to go up on that hill. I'm going to get bored playing there because the enemy's not going to come out to get shot at. And then I'm going to leave the hill. And then I'm going to go somewhere else to get into some closer combat. Oh, I missed. Looks like I positioned wrong. I loaded up the high explosive rounds, so if they come around and they got really strong armor, I'll still do some damage. See, that's because of the latency. You see these guys, they're not doing anything. Okay, so he's moving up to do something. But this guy, he's sitting there waiting, and he's a lower tier. You think we can hit that Jag Tiger? We're going to find out. A little bit of latency packet loss. Nah, he's blocked. Yeah, obviously, if you stay far away from a safe distance, they're not going to come out, so you won't be able to shoot at them. And if you get closer, you'll get nailed by artillery. It's a lot of latency. So obviously I'm going to reverse to be as far away from him as possible. Wait for that camo net to come on. Firing the HE rounds, hit him on the side. It was 42 damage. And he's out of the game. That was 153 with the HE round. So the weird movements from the driving is from the latency, the packet loss. It's packet loss that does that, not latency. I'm just used to saying latency. Okay, Yagdi Tiger. You know what? He doesn't have a lot of rounds to fire. So maybe I shouldn't waste anything. Come on out. Nope. I'm obviously going to get as close to here as possible. I've actually been up there before. The terrain is very rough. It takes a long time to drive across. Like it takes like 5 minutes to drive across the whole thing. Use my medical kit. Normally I wouldn't do it, but in this case I will. Even if I'm not doing any damage, they're not shooting at my allies. So it hopefully will convince my allies to do something. Did 68 damage. The low was firing APCR. Hit him for 49. We don't know where the J Panther is, but if I stay here, I should be fine. Looks like the low is out of the game. Obviously, my allies are not going to go find the J Panther, so I'm going to go do it. I'm going to do the dirty work. Going to get a regular round loaded. Both of my repair kits are ready. I don't care if they get the kill. Can't believe I missed from that close of a range. Scores 10-6. Fire, aim at the gun, so if you knock the gun out, he won't be able to fire. Enemy tanks have not been spotted yet. That's what happens when you fire from right next to the enemy. So I could have used the medical kit earlier. Because it was the second time I was using it. I waited too long to use it. I'm too slow to do anything, so I'm going to climb this hill. So the SPG, I'm guessing he killed himself. I don't know what happened. 1187. I don't think I did any blind firing. Yeah, it's the same amount. And I didn't get the mastery badge that I want. I think there's a limit to how many boxes you can get per day. Okay, I think there's a limit to how many boxes you can get per day, so you can't complete the calendar unless you pay. So I'll just have to wait till next year to get the ornaments. Okay, premium tank, so you don't want to use this. This means that I'm likely to get a merit reward soon. We're going to go here. You want to do this as quickly as possible. I ran out of my personal reserves, so we're going to go to this one where all the little notices are. Nothing to upgrade. This one we've got nothing to upgrade. I wonder what this is. Oh, go to crafting. Over here, what do we got? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so I can't upgrade anything. And look, I need a lot. I need 32 points to get up to the next level. I could take a chance with you see how it says create shard? You can do this whenever you want. It doesn't matter when you do it. But when you use them, like we could look at the festive atmosphere. Where is it? Camp. And you could see that, like, is there an empty one? This one is empty. So we could craft something for this position. It is called yard small illumination. So you would come over here and look for yard. This is yard small illumination. It costs 200. You could pick a level. Let's say we go straight to level 5, and I could use 720, and then it would advance me on the festive level. But you know what? I don't need these bonuses. It's really no big deal. I don't need the bonuses. So I'm going to save it, and I'm just going to play through. And I'll use it last because, you know, every year I like playing the Progetto. So I'm going to play the Progetto. You know what? I'm going to take a break. I'll be back later.